So welcome back, Viki. We're thrilled to have you with us, and I will turn things over to you. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, Viki.
Super to see everyone today. I love seeing lots of these boxes and seeing some familiar faces, new faces, and all of your names. So welcome to yoga. That's today's turn of the Kaleidoscope of Movement is yoga. Why yoga? A little different from the fitness reps that we were doing last time. Some of the benefits of yoga, I think most people think flexibility. Oh, I wish I were flexible. I'm no good at yoga. Well, yes, flexibility is marvelous, but for a muscle to be flexible, the other muscle actually has to shorten and be strong. And that might be a surprise to you that yoga will also build your strength. As we get older, our bones decrease in density, and yoga has been known to improve, not just maintain, but improve your condition of osteoporosis or osteopenia. So that's an interesting thing. It can actually reverse those illnesses and build bone density. Wonderful. But it's not just about the physical, the asanas, that's the poses that we hold to build muscles and strengthen muscles, but it's also about spiritual aspects too, mental aspects and spiritual aspects, and we'll be playing with those today. First and foremost, it's the breath. Yoga has a very breath-centered practice. In Sanskrit, that's yoga language. It's called pranayama. And that's prana is our life force. We're cultivating our life force through the breath and breath practices. That can also improve our concentration and reduce our stress levels. So if you've been sat at a desk and fretting and worrying about things, perfect to take a break, let go of the digital world, let go of your worries, focus on breath and on techniques called mudras and mantras, which help concentration, help us to stay focused by doing something physical at the same time. We'll be playing with mudras. You can show me your first mudra, which is with the hands, to put the hands together. And you're now in a gesture that you probably recognize as prayer. In yoga, it's the mudra called Anjali Mudra. And it's a connection of left and right, the sun, the moon on the left, the sun on the right, the feminine on the left, the masculine on the right, the receiver on the left and the giver on the right. And when we put that together, we have union. And that is what yoga means, union. And when we have this touch of our hands, we can feel our own body and connect to ourselves. Can press the thumbs toward the heart and just take a few natural breaths. And begin to feel the body lift and lower in your breathing. You might feel your heartbeat. Yoga builds our ability to be present in the moment. We can relax the palms down to the lap, either with the palms up or the palms down. And that simple gesture with the hands can change our mood. So the palms up, we're the receiver, receiving our life force, our potential. Take a few breaths and feel that. We're open to possibility. And then place the palms down, and you might sense this is a little bit more grounding connection through the hands. You can sense that through the feet too. Take a few breaths there and just notice. I am grounded. I am present. I am grounded and I am present. I am grounded. I am present. And there we began a practice of mantra. Mantra is a syllable of sound or a word or phrase that helps us connect to the moment. So we have so many tools in yoga, and I hope you're going to enjoy them through the practice today. So there'll be many options for you. If you have a mat, you'll be able to practice either seated onto the floor, onto your chair, and we'll also do standing poses. You're welcome to try whatever fits your ability, your energy level, and your feeling of safety. So we'll begin with a 3-part breath. We can take a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. If your hands are uncomfortable resting here, then you can just rest them back on your lap. Then we're going to feel the belly move as you breathe, the ribs move, and then the chest move as you breathe in. So belly, ribs, chest. And as you breathe out, chest, ribs, and belly. Breathing in, feel your belly move, your ribs move, your chest move. And breathing out, the chest releases, the ribs draw in, the belly draws in. Your eyes can be open or closed, and we'll just be here for maybe 30 seconds, watching the breath. And you might watch it slow down. You might sense your mind becoming calmer. Belly, ribs, chest. Chest, ribs, belly. You can soften that and bring the hands together back to our Anjali Mudra. And this is a nice place and time at the beginning of a practice to set an intention or a dedication for your practice. So what am I doing here? What do I want from this next 35, 40 minutes that's coming? Feel your hands press and bow your head to your hands and just sense for a moment, what is my intention for myself in this practice and maybe for the rest of the day even? Let it just arise, no need to strain that. And then we'll begin to take that intention and send it heavenward. So the eyes can follow the hands, breathing in as you lift up. Stretching the body upwards and breathing out and bringing that back to your heart and bowing your head to your hands. Let's try that again. Move at your pace. It's not necessarily mine. Breathing in as we go up. And breathing out as we come down. 3 or 4 more times, beginning to lengthen the body. And finding our reach out into space. We can rest the shoulders, rest the arms, and just begin to roll the shoulders. We'll warm up the joints. You hear the odd noise. That's all good. You want to get rid of all of those crackles. And then we'll take fingertips to shoulders and circle into the elbows. And as we do this, can we still feel there's a presence of the breath in the background? We're still aware of that. Let's roll the shoulders in the other way, or roll the elbows the other way. Wonderful. Rest that down, take the feet a little wider and we'll circle out. So you could be doing this practice seated on the floor. If you know you have a mat practice, you have to excuse the squeaky chair and circle in the other direction. Super, bring that all the way back in. We're going to lift up one leg and then the other. This is all just warming up the joints, ready for our first main practice, and that is a sun salutation. Just lift the heels, pedal the feet. And a sun salutation works breath with movement. It brings oxygen into your system, makes us feel alive, focused, another benefit of yoga, and calm at the same time. Now, we'll do the movement in a chair. We're going to do a round or 2 in the chair. And then if you want to, we can progress to standing. If you know a full sun salutation on the floor on your mat, you go ahead and do that. But you can follow me to begin with and see what happens. So sitting nice and tall. Hopefully you don't have any arms onto the chair and you are seated a little bit forward in the chair with your back away from the chair. And then we'll begin. Feel the feet grounded onto the floor. Breathing in, reach the arms up and open that all the way around. Big, big scope that you have today. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, lift it up. Breathing out, bring the arms to goalpost arms. This is very strengthening. Take a breath in. Breath out, hinge forwards. Take a breath in here. Breath out, fold down. Hands reach down, 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 down to where you can reach. Breath in, look up with your head. Breath out, fold down. Breath in, send your right arm out to the side, turn your head to look. Breath out, fold down. Breath in, left arm to the side. Breath out, come down. Breath in, rise all the way up. Breath out, take your right wrist and pull it to the left. Ah. Breath into center. Breath out, other side. Ah. Coming into center, bring the arms to goalpost arms. Take a breath in here. Exhale, twist to the right, upper body. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Reach up, feel your life force. Release the arms all the way down. Yes, we're going to do that again. You ready? Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, moving into cactus arms, goalpost arms. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, begin to hinge forward. Hold it here. Take a breath in. Breath out, fold down far as you can go. Breath in, lift your head, your chest. Breath out and fold. Breath in, send your right arm to the side. Look at it. Breath out, fold. Breath in, left arm. Breath out and fold. Breathing in, reach it all the way up. Breathing out, take your right wrist to the left. Breathing into center. Breath out to the right. Breathe into center. Arms into goalpost arms. Strengthen, elbows back. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in center. Twist to the left, breathing out. Breathe in center. Reach it all the way up. Feel your life force. Bring it all the way down. Roll your shoulders. Now, I hope you're familiar with that a little bit now that you can continue in your seat. I'm going to come to standing. And just to do that, I'm going to rock a little back and forth, get my feet planted, ready to get me to stand whenever you're ready. Up you go. If you want to do the sequence standing, if you do not, please stay in the chair and we'll continue in the chair. And then finding the feet in mountain pose, we are tall. If you're seated, you're tall like a mountain, the crown of the head lifting. Try not to lock into your knees here though, if you're standing. Then we'll begin. Breath in, reach up. Open that out. Breath in, reach. Scoop out a rainbow. Breath in. Goalpost arms, nice and strong. Here we come into a kind of a squat, a mini squat. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold in. You can have hands to thighs, knees, or shins. Breathe in, look up halfway. Breathe out and fold down. Breathe in, send your right arm to the side, look. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, left arm. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, come all the way up. Breathe out, take your right wrist to the left. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, other side. Breathe in and center. Take the arms into goalpost arms. Feel the power. You can spread the fingers a little here. Take a breath in. Breathe out, twist your body to the right. Have a little bend into your knees. It'll help more. Breathe in, center. Breathe out to the left. In center. Reach up and feel your life force. You're so strong, alive. Release the arms down. Roll the shoulders. We're going to take one more round of that. You're ready. Get full of oxygen, full of life. But make sure you breathe out fully too. Find the feet planted. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Arms to goalpost, arms nice and strong. Bend into the legs. We call this like a chair pose here. Then begin to hinge forwards. Hands to the thighs, knees folding down. Breathe in, look up and lift halfway. Breathe out to fold. Breathe in, send the right arm out to the side. Breathe out, center. Next side. Come back to center. Breathe in, use the power of your legs to come all the way up, reach it up. Breathe out, take the right wrist to the left. Breathe in, center. And to the other side, breathe out. Breathe in, center. Release the arms to goalpost arms, strong and steady. Little bend to the legs, nice deep breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Reach it up, feel that life force. Give yourself 2 or 3 breaths, sensing your body. Feel your energy zooming through your fingertips. And then release that all the way down. Shake it out a little, step it out. Decide where you want to be. So what I'll do, we're going to do some standing work. What I mentioned about bone health, yoga is fantastic for strengthening your bones, of course, and your muscles, because we hold poses. That's the nature of yoga. We hold a pose. That's a sort of an isometric contraction through the body, and that can build our bone strength. So I'll show you the poses in a chair, and then we can progress, just so everyone has some options and some challenges or not challenges. So I'll come back to the chair, whoopsie, and I'm going to take the legs wide and gently brush out into the thighs. So this in yoga, and we have the feet turned out, is called a goddess pose. It's very strengthening for the legs if we, for example, lift up. So you're going to decide here what you do. This is great also for cultivating pelvic floor health and strength, by the way. But we can add some arm movements to it. So I'm going to say we take fingertips to shoulders and draw the elbows back. And this is your challenge already for the inner thighs, for holding the arms out a little. Or you can come back into that goalpost arms. Feel your shoulder blades slide toward your spine. Try not to jut your ribs forward, which will put a little pressure then into your discs of your spine. I don't want that for you. And you can be here, or begin to lean a little forward, press into your feet and come off the chair. You decide. You love your knees. I love my knees. So if this makes your knees grumble, either come up a little bit or come back onto the chair. You want the challenge, you come down a little bit. Try not to let your legs kind of roll in. If you want a little extra, you can turn your hands onto your thighs to roll them out. If you want to do that little adjustment there. And then we'll do this for the next half an hour while we smile happily and say thank you to yoga for building our mental strength, our courage, our resilience. Did she say half an hour? No, don't worry. But can we do it for 10 seconds more? Find your breath. Strength and power, whether you're a god or a goddess, you can do it. I can do this. And we'll release the arms, straighten the legs, turn the toes forwards, and you can give a little heel toe back into center. Shake it out, tap your legs if you need to. How did that go, I wonder? Did you feel the power of your legs there to do that? It's very core strengthening too. We'll come back into the chair. Because I'm setting you up if you don't want to do standing poses for warriors. And interesting, they are strengthening in the chair too. So what's a warrior? Well, you're going to find your warrior strength. What's your specialty that makes you a warrior? It could be that you're resilient, patient, loyal. I don't know. What's your strength? Maybe you've got massive muscles. I don't know. Or fabulous flexibility. We're going to take the right leg and turn it out to the side and then bring it back in. And this is kind of limbering up the hip joint to open out the hip joint. So can you see when we turn the leg out, it's opening the hip joint. And warrior poses are about flexibility, openness in the hip joint. We'll do that on the same side, other side, I mean. So we're just limbering up, opening this space, which we did in Goddess too. Then we'll come back to the right side. Turn it out. You need to be very much on the edge of your chair here. Oh, I'm keeping you on the edge of your seat. Yes. The other leg is going to straighten to whatever degree that you can straighten. Again, be nice to your knees. So I now have this kind of warrior stance where my back foot is turned in, if I can, about 45 degrees. Front leg is bent about 90 degrees. And if I turn my upper body toward the front leg, I'm now in a warrior one stance. Options: fingertips to shoulders, goalpost arms, or reaching up. I'm going to hold this and find the breath. Mantra: warrior power. My warrior power is. Name your power. My warrior power is. Breathe in your warrior power. Let's release that down, and I'll show you now. We're going to warrior two, slightly different, and we'll be doing these standing if you want to. Belly button turns toward away from the front leg and toward the long edge of your mat. The arms are outstretched and the head turns to look to the front hand or the front knee. Warrior power. Warrior two. Feel the breath. Find your strength. Let you feel your feet for a moment. Let's release that down. Come into center. Make a nice little scoopy movement. And I hope you enjoy these in a chair, because we don't tend to do these if we stand and do them, but I think they're actually rather opening and stretchy when we do it on the chair. So we'll practice that on the other side, and then those that want to stand, we're going to build some bone health. Are you ready? So we turn out the left leg, a 90-degree angle if we can. Back leg is straight if we can, with the toes sort of turning in. I know it's cutting off on the camera a little bit, but about a 45-degree angle. Then turn your body so you're facing the knee, fingertips to shoulders, or goalpost arms, very strengthening into the shoulder girdle. Or if you want to rise the arms, palms face each other, fingertips together, or fingers together and fingertips rising to the ceiling, as if you've got a little string pulling you up. Lengthen your spine, nobility, gentility within a warrior suit. What's your warrior strength? This is warrior one. Follow the breath in and out. Let's gently bring the arms down. Turn your torso away from the front leg. Stretch out the arms again, nicely sort of in line with your shoulders. Turn your head to look over the front hand. So this is great for your neck as well. Strengthen the muscles of your neck. Follow the breath in and out. Warrior two. Tap into your warrior powers. If you had an avatar, what would that be? What would your warrior be? Who are you? Build it with breath, courage. Super. Let it come down, shake it out, step it out. And then you get to do this and any other poses that we add on in the chair in this fashion, or we get ourselves up. Now the chair is there for you to hold on to if you feel unsteady, you need it, or as a tool to support us to open up even more. So we'll begin with the legs a little wider. You adjust your stance. We're going to bend and play a little bit. Hopefully the knees are happy, the ankles are happy. And then we'll find these lovely poses standing. All right, turn out your right toes towards the short edge of your mat. Adjust your back heel about 45 degrees. Don't worry about the angle as much as you care about your knee not twisting in place. Bend into the front leg. Now we turn the belly button toward the front leg. Now, your choice. Do you feel steady that you could take the arms up and find the place that you want to hold your arms? We already did it once, so they might be tired. Listen to your body. And then feel the power of your legs. Watch the breath move your rib cage. Do you feel your own power? Allow yourself to feel it. Your life force, your breath. We'll add a little more here. Bring the arms down, interlace them behind you, lift up your chest. Still feel strong and grounded through the feet. You can hold the chair if this isn't for you. Take a breath into the upper chest. And release, let it go. Parallel the feet to the long edge of your mat or together. And we'll go to the other direction. Are you ready? So turn out. Bend into the front leg. Back heel stays down, so it's a nice stretch to the back of the calf, but then turn the upper body toward the front knee. So there's a little bit of a twist into warrior one here. Then find your arm position for you, which would work. Find each toe rooted and grounded, and not grippy though, just alive. The legs strong, resilient, pushing the ground away a little, especially your back heel. Follow the breath. You're a superhero, a super warrior. Acknowledge, breathe. Let the arms gently come down, parallel the legs. This might be nice. If you need a chair, you've got the chair to do this, but you can bend into your legs just a little, put your hands onto your thighs and reach forwards. Or you do that with the chair. So you've got a wide straddle at the chair or with your legs, hands onto your legs. You feel the stretch going on here. Bend to the legs. Let's come back up. So what we just did was a pose called Warrior One. In Sanskrit, it's called Virabhadrasana 1. And that's a warrior person. Well, you're warrior person. So whatever, it's the Viki warrior pose or the Melissa warrior pose or the Shide warrior pose. See, I know, so you know who's out there. Okay, so Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. We turn out the toes to the right. Bend into the legs nice and straight. This one needs a little more hip opening. So you're going to do a little movement here of stroking out the leg here or rotating the thigh this way while you take the hand and turn the belly button away from the front thigh. Feel how that's opening the hip here. It's also strengthening your legs to hold this, strengthen the arms when they come out to the sides, and turn the head to the right so that your gaze is forwards but soft and the breath is moving you while you are holding the pose. Following breath in and out. What arises for you? To be peaceful is part of a warrior's process. Negotiate peace with yourself as you bring the back hand down and lift up the top arm, leaning a little back and looking up at the fingertips. And we're here. Take in 2 or 3 deep cleansing breaths. And then release that. We can straighten out a little bit. Move a little, jiggle a little bit, tap the thighs or rub the knees if they feel they need a little bit of loving. So it's okay, just a little more. We're building some strength. And then we'll do the same to the other side. Can you do it? Of course you can. You're getting familiar with this now, right? So we're trying to get the knee in line with the ankle below it, if you can. You don't want the knee to roll in or roll out too much, but we can help open the thigh a little by gently brushing out here while turning the belly away from the thigh. Feel that open into the groin there. Once you feel satisfied with that, you can open out the arms, turn the head to face the front hand, and then breathe and feel the power of your foundation. The ground is equally pushing up into you as you are pushing into the ground. Feel the ground's energy rise through you. Warrior two. Give a little push off from the front leg. It'll bring us back up. And we can, oh, we forgot, peaceful warrior. We mustn't forget that one. I nearly forgot. I'll go to yoga jail now. We slide the back hand down and then reach up the other arm and look up to the fingertips. And enjoy the breath. Enjoy the moment. Super, bring that hand down and then we'll parallel and heel toe a little closer together. So, how many warriors are there? Well, there's another warrior, and this is a challenge warrior for you. It requires a chair, and it's warrior three, surprise, surprise. So it's a balance challenge, and it requires lifting a leg from the floor. So do what you can do, stay safe, but give things a shot if you think you can. You don't have to have the chair, but we're going to start with the chair. So we need to bend into the legs a little and start to lift one heel off the ground and lift the foot off the ground. Going to push the heel back, and begin to straighten out a little bit and take the leg to where you can go behind you. You still breathing? Lessen your grip on the chair. If you want to take the arms a little to the side and explore, you could, but don't face them. Explore your variation of warrior three. Follow the breath in and out. Do what is right for you. We have another breath here, a deep one. And we can bring the hands down, come back down onto the feet, pedal out a little. Before we do the other side, we're going to do downward dog. That's a classic yoga pose. And of course, you can do this on the mat with hands and feet, but we can use the chair to do that too. So a downward dog at the chair will be to stretch your back nice and long. Think hands can be at the top of the chair or lower onto the chair. Really stretch out the back of the calves, the back of the knees, the thighs, and length through your spine. Give yourself 2 or 3 breaths here. We'll begin to walk the feet back to the top of the chair. Press and come up. Shake it out. Are you ready for warrior three on the other side? I hope so. It's a real strengthening of your bones, right? Because all your weight's on one leg. So lifting up the other foot. Get a little low before you begin to stretch out and lengthen. Push out. Find where am I with this? The gaze is a little forward to a little down. Push out with the heel. And breathe and explore. Maybe, I think I'm on the wrong leg, that's okay. Maybe you don't have to hold on as much. Maybe just one arm. Explore. Breathe. You are the warrior. Powered by breath. Gently start to bring that down. Phew, you did it. Good job. The last of those power poses, we're going to sit into chair pose. If you're on the chair, you can kind of hover forward a little bit and maybe come off the chair. If you're standing, we're going to do it. We're sitting in the imaginary chair, no chair. Hands onto the chair here or hands onto your thighs. Sit down, feel that you're widening across your bottom here. You can have the hands reach out and support here, or arms are forward. Follow the breath in and the breath out. Softening the jaw if you can, and the face. You feel your leg power. I'm going to press that up all the way. Interlace your fingers, push the palms up, stretch it out. Nice and tall, the tallest of mountains. And then bringing the arms all the way down, a little roll of the shoulders. I think we have to come back into the chair. Oh my gosh, so the time goes so fast. Oh my goodness, my goodness. If you have your strap, that would be super. Now this you could do lying on the floor if you want to. And I'll show you what that would look like. The strap around like this. But I'm going to show you this in the chair. So you yoga buffs that want to be on the floor, you can do that. But I'll show you the version in the chair. So sitting tall, if you've got your prop, your accessory, it's going to go around the right foot. And we can hold that, but make sure you're nice and relaxed in your shoulders. You can pull the ball of the foot towards you, push your heel forwards for this nice stretch to the back of the thigh. Follow the breath. Allow the leg to stray to the side and open across the other arm. Breath moving in, breath moving out. Bring that across the body, hold the strap in the other hand, and we can stretch out the right arm back behind. Turn to look at the hand. Where do you feel the stretch in your body? Pay attention to you. Let's come back into center. Release. And we'll do that on the other side. Thread the strap around the foot. Sit tall, long and lengthened. Stay present. Let's begin to take the leg out toward the side and open up across the body. Turn to look at your outstretched hand. Let the breath move in you. And we'll sweep the leg across the body, change the hand that's holding the strap and open out into the twist, delicious twist. Bring yourself back into center. We can take away the strap. Take the legs a little wider and then turning one knee down and then the other. Cooling the body down. Moving towards our mudra and our breath practice. So find your comfortable seat. It could be in the chair or it could be on the mat. And then we'll flip the palms up and gently touch the thumb and the second finger. And this is a mudra of knowledge. It is a mudra to help concentration, a Gyan mudra. Keep the other fingers straight if you can and let the hands rest into the lap. It's also a stimulation to the pituitary gland. That's the master gland in your brain that controls our endocrine system. And that information might not mean so much, but what is the power of this within your experience? Can you focus on the tip of the finger and the thumb touching? It is the element of air. We increase air as the tips of the thumb and the index finger touch. Let that increase the oxygen flow in your body, in your blood. And then we'll add a mantra. And this mantra is, as we breathe in, we say the word I. As we breathe out, we say the word We say that in our mind. Or we can say the words so, hum. So, hum. And you might just vocalize the hum or I am to create a little vibration in your lips and in your chest. Breathing in, I am. So, hum. Staying present in the moment, in the sound, in the words, in the gesture. I am. So, hum. Finding stillness, clarity, union. We can gently shake out the hands and come back to the mudra that we began with, which is the Anjali mudra, the union of left and right. All things pressing back to the heart. Watching the air rise and fall in your body. Observing. Staying present with each breath, each moment. And returning to your intention. May it have served you. And with the next breath in, we'll send that back up to the heavens. And then bring it back to the heart. And bow the head to the hands. And gratitude for showing up, for exploring, for practicing, for being present with yourself. And to sharing yoga with me. I'm super grateful that you're here. And I'll say the words namaste, which is a greeting or a goodbye, if you like, a hello and a goodbye all at the same time. And good wishes to all of you. It's a pleasure to share yoga with you, and I hope you've enjoyed the practice. And I hope to see you again next time to improve your hip health, range of motion, for getting up and down till you're 100. So
Viki, thank you. What a beautiful practice today.
Thank you. It's
Good.
lovely to see your comments, and I appreciate you for showing up and sharing the practice today. I hope there was something for everyone.